Wants to say good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning. Long time no see. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I was here. Good morning. Guys, we're on day 27. We are almost finished with our daily affirmations and motivations. If you have been joining every day, I am so thankful. If you're just tuning in today and this is your first day, I'm still very thankful to have you here. Today's affirmation is all about I have uh, coined it, nothing can stop us, we're all the way up. Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. And the quote today is from Michael Jackson. I forgot that there was a quote from Michael Jackson in this in chapter 27. So today's quote, guys, is nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals, right? One more time, nothing has the potential to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. Nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. Today's quote, as I mentioned, is from Michael Jackson. And I had never heard this quote from Michael Jackson before. I wrote this book. I was doing some research and I saw this quote, and it really obviously speaks to his life and tenacity. I don't care what you think about Michael Jackson. You have to acknowledge that he was the best at what he did for, I mean, pretty much until he passed away. And so today's quote says, I've been through hell and back. I have to be honest, and I'm still able to do what I do, and nothing can stop me. No one can stop me, no matter what. I stop when I'm ready to stop. I will continue to move forward no matter what. Michael Jackson. Now, that's not the type of energy that we heard a lot from Michael Jackson, because usually when you heard Michael Jackson, he was speaking very softly and all that kind of stuff. But what we see in Michael Jackson is his actions. He continued to tour, he continued to do music, he continued to be involved, he continued to work with younger artists all the way up until he passed away. So we know that amidst that soft talking voice and whatever else he had going on, there was a tenacity that would not give up, and that's what we want to tap into. One of the most important affirmations in this exercise is the declaration that nothing has the power to stop you from reaching your intended potential. It's such a powerful statement that it can be overwhelming to take in its true meaning. Life is full of twists and turns, and many of them can threaten to shake us to our very core. Death, natural disasters, physical ailments, extreme financial loss, can be some of the hardest experiences to endure, and afterwards to remain focused on moving forward. Most of us have been through something that has shaken us to our core, has made us question our ability to push forward, right? Maybe even shaken your confidence in yourself and made you think, maybe I can't do what I want to do. The first part of that, the first part of this quote is, nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential. And that part is first. Your potential is first, because in order for you to reach your goals, you have to reach your intended potential, right? That means that your potential means that you have made the most of every gift and well, not every gift, but you've made the most of the gifts. Stop, Dolce. You've made the most of the gifts and talents that have been placed within you. You've been a good steward with what God has given you, and you've made the most of it, right? So that is super important, that we reach our intended potential first, and then when we reach our intended potential, we have no other recourse but to reach our goals, because our goals lie after we've reached our intended potential. Then you can reach your goals, and all of them won't happen on the same day or at the same time. But first, you reach your intended potential, and like I said, that's making the most of what you have, and then your goals are reached in that hard work, in that studying, in that self work, in that meditation. After all that happens, then you reach your goals, right? The truth is These tragedies that we go through in life are exactly what mental immunity is preparing you for. The idea, good morning, Chris. The idea of mental immunity is just having a strong mindset. It's the same thing as physical immunity. When our doctors tell us that we need to be taking our vitamins, we need to be eating healthy foods, we need to be exercising, we need to be getting proper rest at night. That proper rest is just as important as everything else because that helps rejuvenate our bodies and makes our immune system strong so that it can fight off viruses or different things that our body has to do on a daily basis. The same thing is true for our mindset. These daily affirmations, meditation, it's all giving you the opportunity to build a strong mindset. So when something comes at you like that, you're able to fight that off. Being able to stay focused and positive while you are performing at your best and your family is happy and healthy isn't a test of your mental immunity. Staying committed to the pursuit of greatness while you're on a winning streak doesn't exhibit strength, right? We can all do that. If we're winning, it's easy to be positive. It's easy to say great things about yourself when you are winning. The true testament of strength is when you lose your foundation and you remain committed to moving forward without the luxury of financial security. The true testament of strength is when you lose one of the people closest to you, whether through death, divorce, or another tragedy, and you are able to pick yourself up and continue moving forward. The silent knowledge that whether you have money or not, whether you have support or not, whether you have the love of your life or not, whether you have your own health or not, you will continue to move forward and will reach your intended potential is the true test of mental immunity. Like a computer, our brains are able to be programmed. This is why in order to be successful, we must make our brains stronger than our emotions, stronger than our feelings, and stronger than our learned behavior. This process of reprogramming your brain rests on the concept that once you make up your mind to do something, there should be nothing that can stop you or redirect you from that path. I said this month that I was going to get up every morning and do these affirmations at 7 a.m. Whether I was at my house, I went on a short vacation for the 4th of July, whether I was had cramps and didn't feel like getting up, no matter what, I was going to do this. A very small commitment, but it's the same type of thing that we have to apply to our daily lives. In order for us to be successful, we have to learn how to train ourselves not to respond to emotion, not to respond to what's going on around us, our environment, but remain committed to the goals that we've set for ourselves. That's the only way to be successful. You think if Michael Jackson stopped whenever he was discouraged, he would have ever lived to be the greatest musician ever? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. His quote says, "I've been through hell and back. I have to be honest, and I'm still able to do what I do, and nothing can stop me. No one can stop me, no matter what. I stop when I'm ready to stop. I will continue to move forward no matter what." Such a powerful, powerful quote. And like I said, I loved it because it was not one that we often hear when we hear Michael Jackson. You hear Michael Jackson talk about music and how engrossed he was in the process of music, but very often do we hear the tenacity that was behind his commitment to music and his commitment to the pursuit of excellence. And that was just awesome. I wanted to make sure I shared that in this book. So we're going to do our affirmation with our meditation. Again, for any of you guys that have just joined us today, these affirmations are from the book How to Win When Shit Happens, 31 affirmations to build mental immunity in the midst of chaos. We committed to doing these every morning for the month of July because July is the second half, it's the beginning of the second half of the year. We're almost finished with the month of July, and hopefully, if you've been tuned in, if you've been doing your affirmations, you're feeling stronger, you're feeling optimistic, you're feeling prepared to end this year strong, even though everyone in the entire world has been affected by 2020 in a very different way than we have any year before. I have never experienced anything like this or even heard of a year that was anything like 2020, at least in the last 50 years. So this was a great year for us to begin to build mental immunity that would keep us strong and keep us focused on our purpose. So we do these affirmations, and we do them with meditation, because it's important to give our brains an opportunity to receive the affirmation and for it to be planted in good soil, right? So if you're just moving around and you say the affirmation, nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. You're in your car, you're answering your phone. There's not going to be an opportunity for that affirmation to truly take root in your spirit, right? We want to plant these in good soil. So in order for us to do that, we have to do them, we combine them with meditation, we combine them with breathing, because breath is an opportunity to connect to our core, right? So we want to do them. We're going to say our affirmation. I want you guys to say it with me. Here we go. We're going to repeat the affirmation 3 times, and then we're going to do our breathing. So the affirmation states, nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. Again, nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. Last time, nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. Now we're going to take a moment to just do our breathing to make sure that we cement that into our spirit. And take a deep breath in and release. One more. Take a deep breath in and release. One more time. Take a deep breath in and release. We're going to repeat the affirmation one more time. Nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. Nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. Nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. We're going to breathe that in and release. One more time, breathe that in and release. One more time, breathe that in and release. Nothing has the power to stop you from reaching your intended potential or goals. I want you to know that. I want you to believe that. Nothing has the power. It doesn't matter. As my granny would say, come hell or high water. I don't know what. Well, I guess hell is obviously, and then high water. I guess water definitely can. If you're out in a boat and high water comes, that can definitely get you off track. But come hell or high water, nothing has the power to stop you. Nothing has the power to stop you. The only thing that has the power to stop you is you. Tyler Perry made a statement a few weeks ago that dreams do not die. Dreams never die. People just give up, right? So I think that so many times people give up right before their breakthrough happens, right? We judge ourselves on other people's timeline, and we see, oh, this person, I look up to this person, and this person had their dreams, had their success, the success that I want. This person had this by 30. So if I don't have that success by 30, it's not going to happen. You get discouraged and you just give up, right? Or I want this success and I didn't get it by this time in my life, so I'm going to just give up. Like I don't. It's not going to happen for me. I'm going to be smart and do something different. I was interviewing, I interview a lot of celebrities and successful people. And one of the major things that people say when asked, what how were they able to accomplish what they were able to accomplish? I was actually doing the rolling out morning call a couple of weeks ago. I think it might have even been last week. And there was a guy there that has a trucking company. He's been very, very, very successful. Good morning, Tori. He's been very successful. And I asked him what it was about. He talked about discouragement, and he talked about people telling him that he was not necessarily equipped or didn't have the necessary tools to do what he was doing. And I asked him what was his secret to keeping himself connected, because he was able to get where he wanted to go. And he acknowledged the only reason that he was able to do that is because he didn't have a plan B. There was no plan B. Like, this has to work. This has to work. I've heard Will Smith say that before. When people asked him, what is the key to success? And he's like, you have to put your all in and be willing to commit to your goal and your dream by any means necessary, right? So that there is no plan B. This plan A has to work. That can seem scary. I know for me, that has seemed very scary to just put all your eggs into one basket. But people that have that mentality tend to win. People that have that mentality are winners. You heard this quote by Michael Jackson. I stop when I'm ready to stop. Nothing stops me. Nothing stops me from reaching my goals. No one can stop me no matter what. I stop when I'm ready to stop. I will continue to move forward no matter what. When you have that mentality, you can't lose, which is why it's a winner's mentality, which is why the book is titled How to Win When Shit Happens. How to Win When Shit Happens, 31 affirmations to build mental immunity in the midst of chaos. Good morning, DJ B-Lax. Good morning. Good morning. Today's affirmation states, it's day 27. Affirmation states, nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. One more time. Nothing has the power to stop me from reaching my intended potential or goals. The reason that potential is first is because in order for us to reach our true potential, we have to put in the hard work. We have to put in the self work on ourselves. We have to put in the work to study, to learn, to research, to become a master at our craft. We talked earlier in the book about committing to 10,000 hours, putting that, all of that, once we do that, we're able to realize our potential. And once we reach our intended potential, then our goals are right around the corner. Our goals come as a result of our hard work. Our goals come as a result of our belief, our self-confidence, our inability to give up, and our refusal to dim our light for any person, place, or thing, which was our affirmation yesterday. I will not dim my light for any person, place, or thing. And once we realize our light is on and we're moving forward, there's nothing that has the power to stop us from reaching our intended potential or goals. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're doing these, go back to your affirmations later in the day. If you don't have a copy of the book, you can go to Amazon.com. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can go to the link in my bio to get your copy. It's $4.99 for the Kindle version. It's $9.99 for the paperback version. There is also a free playlist, a soundtrack that goes along with the book, with inspirational music. I think that music and words are the two most powerful things in this world for motivation, for calming. Music can change your energy. Like someone talking to you and encouraging you can change your energy. And you can also put on a record, and that record can change your energy. So we combined words with music, words from the book with music that's inspirational. And then also the soundtrack has a lot of excerpts, video excerpts, sound, audio excerpts from people like Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, Diddy, Sarah Jake, so many inspirational people on that playlist. And the playlist is absolutely free. All you have to do is go to the website, which is www.howtowinwhenshithappens, spelled out, how to win when shit happens. Go to the website. Good morning, Melanie. And you can get the free playlist soundtrack for the book. And then you can also get your copy of the book. Again, the book is $9.99 for the paperback, $4.99 for the Kindle version. You can go back and refer to that. We've done this throughout the month of July, but it's important for you to remain connected to these affirmations. One thing about doing affirmations and keeping yourself in a positive space is that you have to go back and reaffirm and confirm them with yourself often, right? This is a part of mental health. This is a part of taking care of our mental health, and self-care is going back and reaffirming our affirmations, which is why it's important for you to have your own copy so that you can go back, you can write in there, you can give yourself personal notes that go along with the quotes for the chapter to keep yourself connected, right? Because it's important. Just like we charge our cell phones, we charge our computers. Our brain is a computer, right? And so we have our computer that we charge up. Once the battery starts to go low, we plug it back in. We don't think of anything. We don't think anything about that. But with ourselves, sometimes we feel discouraged if we feel ourselves becoming overwhelmed or we feel ourselves becoming anxious. What we need to do is plug back in, recharge, restart, reaffirm, right? Your brain is not going to stay positive without being given energy, without being given a charge. And this is your charge. That playlist is your charge. So I want to encourage you to charge up, to remain charged throughout your day, remain charged throughout your week. And I will see you guys right here tomorrow at 7 a.m. for day 28. We only have a few more days left, but we're going to finish strong. We're not going to give up because we know nothing has the power to stop us from reaching our intended potential and goals. I love you guys. I'll see you in the morning.